welcome back to The Bitch That Talks to.
Hello. Hey, howdy. What's up, gamers? Today, I'm going to be telling you all about this poster and whether or not I'd survive. The easy. No problems. Anyway, so starting off with our list, we've got way over here in the corner, we've got the Cabin in the Woods house. And while I would like to say that I'm not stupid enough to go to the house, given the ending of that movie, if I exist in the same universe as it, I'm definitely dead. So, unfortunately, that's a death right away. Next, we've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right over there in the big chainsaw. You can see where I'm pointing, right? Texas Chainsaw, that one. Unfortunately for them, but fortunately for me, I am too trans to go to Texas and too familiar with back roads to stop anywhere if I did. So that, I'm not even getting close to. Fuck that. American Werewolf in London. Similar story. I have no interest in London. I'm good. I'm not going. I don't care if there's werewolves. Especially if they're American. That's just unreasonable. Next up, Pumpkinhead. A classic for me. I'm a big fan of the Pumpkinhead movie. I know it's not like peak cinema or all that, but like it's a very good time, and also the ending's very good. But that out of the way, the monster itself, since I have not committed vehicular manslaughter in my life yet, I think I'll be fine. I also haven't killed anyone's children separately from that, just for the record. So I don't think anybody would have a good enough reason to summon a vengeance demon to kill me. Theoretically. If they did, I don't know. I'm kind of fucked. Anyway, next up is the classic man himself, the Michael the Myers. I have not seen a whole movie featuring this man. But I hear that he's big and strong, and I am not. I may be tall, but I am not strong. And this man is inhuman, so I'm good. I'm also college age, so I'm like the target already. It's just kind of the target demographic I fit into. Yeah, it's not gonna pan out well for me, unfortunately. Next we've got Jaws, the shark from Jaws. He's way up there. He's two different colors on the poster for some reason. He's like the whatever. I don't like water initially. I watched Jaws. It wasn't particularly scary, probably just because of like years removed from it. I've seen scarier things since then, related to water even. But sharks are something. I just know too much about sharks to know that to like be afraid of them. And also, I'm not going near the water anyway. I live in Oklahoma. I'm not going near water that has sharks in it. I'm fine. I'm also not going on a vacation to a beach. I hate fucking sand. Anyway, Freddy Krueger does do me in. I sleep sometimes, which means I die. I think. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Dreams, not my friends. I still know a couple of nightmares I had as a kid, and I don't want to think about them coming to life. So I'm good. I lose. Next up we have Jason Voorhees. Similar situation to Michael Myers, in that one, I've only seen like the Dead Meat videos. Kill count stuff for his movies. But also, again, just a big, strong man. I'm not... I can't fight. For reference, the most like experience I have with fighting is karate that I did for like 6 months, one summer into fall, like 12 years ago, and I had my first migraine after one of the practices, so I don't remember anything, and also I associate it with pain. So anybody that like actually fights you, I'm done. I can't do it. Chucky, I will punt. I reiterate, Chunky is too small to hurt me. Jason, big and scary. It's a no-go. Next up, we've got the Fly. He's not really a scary, and he's yucky, but he doesn't like do stuff, you know? And so I think I just need to carry a can of Raid with me, and I'll be safe. Every time. I'm trying to think. Can I like mix? I need a can of Raid and I need a lighter and I'm set. We spray him with pesticide and then also set him on fire with the pesticide. It'll be great. Anyway, next we've got the Exorcist Girl. Exorcist Girl. Why can't I say that? We have the girl possessed in the Exorcist movie. Now, I haven't seen the movie, but I do know enough about Catholicism to know that I'm not going to be let near that. I'm not a priest. I'm not even like, I was Baptist at best. Like I'm not going to be near that shit. So I'm fine. She's going to do her own thing separately from me. It'll be all fine. Whatever. Next up is the classic Evil Dead. I believe that's like Ash is a Deadite. I don't remember that from the movies, but it's been a while, so who's to say? Chainsaw Hand is scary, and he does have a lot of experience using it. So I think if I'm fighting Ash, I lose. If I'm fighting a Deadite, I also lose, but for different reasons. Yeah, I don't think I can stop zombies, which is unfortunate because there's at least 2 more of them on this list. And then lastly on the top row, we've got the Amityville house. Tell me you have looked at that house and not wanted to just walk away. Why would you walk near that? I'm not going to. I can't own a house. I'm never going to go to somebody's house that looks like that. I will just leave. I don't give a shit. Anyway, I survived that one by avoidance again. Most of these are just avoidance, to be honest. Over here, we've got Ghostface. The first one, Ghostface. Man with Knife. I don't have a good track record with, given everybody else. I think this one, though? This one. I'd be fine. 1, I'd have an answer for the horror movie question, for 1. 2, I don't answer my phone anyway. 3, I talk to like 2 people, and neither of them are going to be a ghost face. So, I'm fine. Yeah. Again, avoidance, but like... Leathery Batwings Man from Jeepers Creepers. I'm not surviving. I've only been on a school bus like twice, ever. For church trips, obviously. Why else would you ride in a school bus? Not for school. Yeah, Jeep Creep Man. I just lose. I probably, in fact, get carried away and dropped from the sky. Which could be fun. Be like impromptu skydiving. But I don't want to skydive when it's safe, so I don't think I'd enjoy that, actually. We're just gonna say I'm dead. That's all. Next up, we have the Ball from Phantasm, as well as the Tall Man. I don't know anything about Phantasm. I learned today that there are 5 movies in the series, which seems excessive. But who's to say? Who's to say? What can a metal ball do? Probably. I've seen Star Wars. I know what metal balls can do. Nothing good is the answer. So I'm probably fucked there too. Anyway, after that, we've got the Near Dark guy. We've been looking for this movie. Haven't been able to find it anywhere that we can, like, afford. So it's kind of I don't know anything about it, to be entirely honest. I was hoping to go into the movie blind, and now it's been weeks and I still haven't seen the movie. So we're just gonna say I'm probably losing. He's got a biker jacket on. I'm probably losing. Next to that is Tarman. I don't want to touch that man with a 10-foot pole. Though I do think the fly method could work as well. I just need, like, an aerosol can and a lighter, and I could probably just, like, walk away. I can't imagine he's very fast. He's very goopy. He probably just, like, slides every step he takes. He, like, but he also looks flammable. So I think I'd be fine. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. Killer Clowns I could survive because I've seen the movie and I know that their noses explode. How I would hit them in the nose, I don't know, but I could figure it out. Let's see. I've got scissors. I could pop a nose. Yeah, that'll be fine. I win. Easy. I'm not going to open the door to a strange clown man. So I'm fine. Hold on, 1 second. Actually, I think I'm fine. Actually, I may have to change my answers on some of these now. Hold on. Bitch, stop clinking. With the power of friendship and a Keyblade, I think... Who could I beat up? Probably an Exorcist girl. I could beat a child with this. Sora does it all the time. I could do it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so Killer Clowns and Exorcist Girl, if I came across her in any way, I could just... and then I win, right? This is metal. This is heavy, dude. It's also stabby. It's got, like, a bunch of pointy bits. It'll work out for me. Probably. Anyway, so past Tarman and Killer Clowns, we've got the Necronomicon. I would simply not read it. That's a gross book. I would put it on a shelf and never touch it. Just, like, ignore those. Yeah, I'd be fine. I would not summon a Deadite Plague. I can promise you that. Pennywise. Pennywise, I think, is, like, made to just win. I don't know that there's, like, a tangible thing, like a tangible physical form that he could take that would, like, super scare me to death. But he does just win. I don't see a way that I win that. I am not a group of 5 children, so I think I lose. Unfortunately. Bub. This guy. I don't know much about him. I know that he has a gun. That's about it. My Keyblade does not reach as far as a gun does, so I think I lose. Yeah. Lost Boys. I also don't know, really. But hear me out. Vampires are cool. And so I would just be a vampire, too. I think it'll work. What We Do in the Shadows told me that I could beat up most vampires, and I will run with that without knowing anything about the Lost Boys. I don't care. Yeah. Next up, we've got the Reanimator. I will simply not get syringed. Easy. I don't know. I'm not gonna die and then also get reanimated, so I think I'm fine. Unless he, like, stumbles upon me after I've lost to someone else, then I could be reanimated and syringed and all that. But, like, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know what he actually does. I can only assume from his demeanor that he wishes to conduct experiments, and I'm gonna pass. Below him, we have Bubba Hotep. And so we finally figured out who this character was, right? We just kind of had an understanding of a vague mummy-ish man with a hat and didn't know what he was from. And so at that point, I definitely could just beat him up with my Keyblade. If honestly, mummies can't have good bone structure. They cannot be well built. So I think if I just, like, kick him in the leg once, he just shatters and falls over. But Bubba Hotep specifically is only terrorizing a nursing home, and I'm pretty sure I'm more capable than Elvis at escaping a nursing home. Hot take, I know, but pretty sure I'd be fine. Pinhead, I don't know about him, dude. I don't think there's a way for me to get out of hell at this point. I think I'm just kind of stuck there if I end up there. So I don't think I'll survive. But he also wouldn't just kill me, which is annoying. I don't know. I think I'd just suffer. Like he wants. Yeah. Lastly on this row, we've got Samara from The Ring. The scary little child in a well. I would like to say that I would be smart enough not to watch the video. But I would. And I don't know that I would reproduce it. Hear me out. If The Ring was transmitted through Instagram Reels, I would be very dead. Because of the VHS, I cannot play VHSs. I only have a DVD player. So unless the technology had upgraded, I would never see it. And if I did see it, I would probably think it was mid. Anyway, so Ring Girl, I think I can deal with. I'm not gonna go the whole investigative journalism thing on it. I will tell her that she's mid, and that's it. Given her other trauma, that might send her over the edge, and she would, like, directly kill me, but that's a risk I'm willing to take at this point. My head's blocking him, but there he is, the Candyman himself. So this is original Candyman, and I think, I don't know, I think I'd be okay. I think I wouldn't be a target, for one. Given his, like, mythological state of, like, being an avatar to defend the marginalized, I feel like I'd be fine. I don't think I'd be directly targeted. And I also wouldn't go to a barbecue of a woman. Well, I wouldn't go to a barbecue where there's a crazy woman, so I think I'd be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. if he randomly found me on the street and offered me candy, I would not take it, which might piss him off and make me a target. But separately from that, I think I'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll work out. Next up, we have Sexy Nurse from Silent Hill, generally. Here's the thing. I don't have trauma associated with hospitals. I have a lot of it, but not with hospitals. And so I don't think, even in the context of Silent Hill, it would be a sexy nurse. I think it would just be my dad again, you know? And if I did see my dad again, and I had this Keyblade, I would beat his fucking ass. You know that... never mind. Unimportant. Anyway, Sexy Nurse, I don't think I would come across in that form. If I did, she's got a knife, she's got tits, I'd kind of be fucked. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Hannibal, I don't know. I think I'm unlikely to be a target of his. But the killer of the first movie was just a trans person. And so I'm worried that post that movie, after he escapes in Silence of the Lambs, he would seek out people who are also trans to kill just for fun, which would kill me. But I also don't think I leave the house enough to be noticed. Obviously, if he found me, I'd be dead. It's not a question. He would eat me, and I don't think I would taste good. It is too hot for me to taste good right now. I am sweating sitting here, and it's not even the ring light's fault. Yeah, I think if he found me, I'm fucked, but I don't think he could find me. Why would he come to Oklahoma? You know? Why would there be Hannibal Lecter in Oklahoma? Yeah. All that said, next up is Sam from Trick or Treat. He's a very nice boy. I like him a lot. I really like his design as a character. And so I wouldn't want to beat him up. And I don't think... I guess not celebrating Halloween would be a problem, since that's his whole thing. So, since I don't really do anything for Halloween other than, like, watch a movie like I normally would, I think I might die. I think he might take it personally that I only care to watch movies about or near Halloween and not actually celebrate it myself. So, though, again with the Keyblade, I got it. It's got a pumpkin. So maybe I could just show him this and be like, yeah, no, I'm totally in the spirit. I just don't get to. That might convince him. Maybe. It's just like him for real. He could even have it as a sucker. It'd be great. Stay. Shut up. Yeah. It depends how personally he takes me not doing anything special for Halloween, you know? Yeah. Anyway, up next, we've got the Puppet Master. I have chosen not to interact with this franchise at all, just because I don't care, and I think Chucky is more entertaining. But as a puppet, like Chucky, curb stomped. Easily. I don't give a shit. punt him across the room, run over, stomp on his face. He's done. Ta-da! Problem solved. As I understand it. I could be entirely wrong, but whatever. Gremlins, we're only allowed 2 pets, and we already have 2 cats, so I wouldn't have a gremlin in the first place, which means I wouldn't piss it off by feeding it wrong. So I think I'd be fine. Yeah. I'd be fine. Jigsaw, the puppet, so the puppet itself, I would do the same thing. But I feel like that's not the problem here. I'm pretty sure that anytime you see the puppet, you're already fucked. And I don't like watching the Saw movies, so I think I'd enjoy experiencing them a lot less, and I would then just off myself quickly, you know? Just be like, oh shit, I have to die or do this thing? Okay. Oh no. And then it'd just be over and it'd be fine, and yes, I lose, but also I don't have to deal with his bullshit. Yeah, that's what I think. Right here, we've got, you can't see at all. That glare is strong. Elvira. Titties. That's what I know. I don't know anything about her. Her hair is kind of wild. That's fun. I don't know. I literally know nothing about her character, so I don't even know if she'd kill me. She'd probably pose in my general direction, and I would just walk away. That's what I can say for sure. If she posed at me, I would leave, and that's it. Crypt Keeper Man, Tales from the Crypt guy, whatever. I'm pretty sure he just reads books and, like, it talks about spooky stuff, so I don't think he'd be a problem, and it would be kind of fun to just sit there and listen to him. In fact, I would like to organize, like, a library story hour where you just come and sit down with him, but, like, not like the series, but, like, in real. You just, like, come to like a spooky library, you sit down in a circle, and then he pulls out a book and reads to you. And I think that could be fun. But I don't think he would hurt me, is the thing. I think he's too jolly. I'm sticking to that. Yeah, I think a library story hour. I think I could just convince him to come talk to a bunch of people directly. And then we'd be fine. As I understand it. Again, I don't know the character very well, so who's to say. Next up is this little fluff ball from Critters. Hear me out. They're tiny, and they're fluffy. I could just throw the cats at it, and then while the cat's distracted, I could just home run that shit again with the Keyblade. And I think it'd be fine. If there were several of them, I think it would be honestly just as easy, you know? You just 3 strikes and they're dead. So yeah, I think it'd be fine. Yeah, it's just gremlins again, which means they wouldn't, like, I don't think they would end up in my vicinity. But if they did, I played softball as a kid. I can kind of swing a bat. So we're fine. Yeah, so I can do that. Next up we have Chucky, the man, the myth, the Chucky. The Chuckyman. A stupid little bitch. And I would like to punt him. Just like generally, especially once he becomes a father, he's kind of like extra dickish. Um, and I feel like he, to be fair, he might weigh too much to be puntable. And he does seem to be, like, indestructible, given how he just kind of, like, melts and then gets reformed again. I don't know that he's really, like, finishable. But I'm not a child, so he doesn't have a reason to really target me. I don't have any children, so I'm not, like, at risk of that. If he came into my house, I would simply get rid of the doll. I don't. There is no reason for me to have a Chucky doll, and so there is no way for him to do the whole sneaky thing he normally does, right? Because the whole thing is that people think he's just a doll, and then they die because they think he's just a doll, right? I don't care if he's just a doll, I'm not going near him. And that's that. Ta-da. Anyway, Jack Nicholson from The Shining. I don't remember his character name, and I don't care enough to look it up. Jack Nicholson himself. He's drunk and he has an axe by the time he's a problem, and so I don't think I'd be, like, safe, you know? I think I would get hurt, but I've dealt with enough shitty fathers that I could probably just distract him and escape. Yeah. I'd probably, like, lose a part of my body, you know? Like, I'd probably get hit by an axe, but, like, if I'm not dead, who gives a shit, you know? So I think Jack Nicholson is kind of a neutral. We kind of go even, I feel like. Yeah, that's my take. The poltergeist in the TV. So here's the best thing about this poster, right? It's the TV from the poltergeist, but then the aliens from They Live are inside the TV, and it's very nice. Big fan. I was too bored to watch all of Poltergeist, so I don't have, like, a complete image of what might be done to me by the poltergeist, but if weird electrical shit happens, I'm just turning off all the lights and going to bed. Who's gonna flicker if you're not awake, you know? Yeah, that's my take. That's probably wrong, but who's gonna stop me, you know? Yeah. Then They Live. So if I see that they are aliens, it's probably too late for me to survive. But if I don't see they're aliens, since the movie is just a metaphor for capitalism, is just like a one-to-one of how capitalism works. I am fucked, whether I know it or not, you know? Just the way that the system is built. If they are present in the system already, and, like, indistinguishable, I'm done. Like, I just get to live my life and suffer, you know? If I know that they're aliens, and I, like, put on the glasses and see them for what they are and whatever, I'm not going to run around screaming about it because it's like I half expect it already, right? Like, obviously, like I don't subscribe to like a lizard man theory, right? But if it were true that there were non-human people in charge of human events, the fuck am I gonna do? You know? Best I can do is like suffer and or organize. And if I went to like, if I ended up at one of those like underground meeting hall things, where they try to deal with the alien threat, I feel like I could, I could be helpful there, but I don't think I would care enough to get to there. You know, I think things are in that situation. Things are already bad enough that I'm not really caring what goes on systemic. Anyway, all of that to say, uh, if I see an alien, I die. There are way too many of them for me to survive them. Um, if I don't know what's going on, I suffer like I do now, which sucks, but it's whatever. Um, I'll die eventually, right? So I think it's like half a stalemate, half we 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 sure do live in a society, don't we? Um, and there we go. You know. Last on the list is this little freak, weird little alien looking mask. He's stinky. He's stupid. Whatever. The Collector is his name. Um, as I understand it, the plot follows the plot of the first movie that I haven't seen. Whatever. Um, I would simply not try to rob someone's bank. Like, I would simply not try to rob someone's vault, and so I would never be trapped by the traps. And I could just never know that happened, and yeah, be good. I don't know. I don't think there's a way for me to like be. I don't think there's a situation where I'm in it and like, oh man, I'm gonna die. I'm trapped by the guy. I'm gonna lose my shit. Um, I don't think there's really a situation where I put myself in a place to be trapped by the Collector because I'm not going to randomly rob a rich person. Yeah, that's all I got. Um, anyway, uh, if you were counting along to find out who I do and do not survive, I think I mostly stalemate or die, but there's a few of them that I definitely win. And I think, before I check, I think that's correct. I think that's about the ratio. Is mostly dead, a few stalemates, the rest I win. Yeah, and we'll call it there. Uh, thanks for watching, gamers. Um, that's all I got. I don't. I still don't have an ending. I don't know how to do this shit. Uh, toodles.
Subscribe.